Hi guys, this is story time. I want to share some information with you instead of doing some readings because I'm unfortunately in a Lyme flare. I will be getting over it within a few days, but if you're familiar with Lyme, it does affect your joints. It causes a lot of pain. It affects me neurologically, so I'd prefer to just talk. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight into what it's like to be a clairvoyant and why I tell you guys, please, like, ask for guidance through music. It's so much easier. It really is effective, and I believe that everybody can do it. Small disclaimer story before I start the main story for you is, many years ago, with my first husband, when we weren't even getting along, I had dreamt and seen this young boy, and I spoke with him. I knew like everything about him. We had a long conversation, and then I went to their father and I said, I really feel it's necessary that I bring him into the world. And we spoke about it, and he obviously had experienced my capabilities before. He was not a fan of it, but he knew that it was always like pretty accurate. Yes. So we went on to have a child. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but it wasn't actually Odin. It was Emmeline. I ended up having a girl instead. I didn't have Odin for another 2 years. So was I accurate in what he looked like and who he was and everything about him? Yes, but I was many years off. So to get to the story of me being off once again, but still very accurate. I was moving to Puerto Rico. I was not a fan of flying at the time, and my son and Lou were trying to keep me calm by putting music on. I was drunk as a skunk, okay? And
to interrupt your story time real quick.
Yeah.
In 2023, we're all sexy and manifesting, okay? So make sure you get your notebook and write your affirmations like I'm doing. And I am a 16-year-old who survives off of 2 hours of sleep and works 40 hours a week. So if you want to make excuses, come back to this video and listen to that sentence all over again. Because you gotta
It's almost her birthday, guys. It's almost her birthday.
It's almost my birthday. Next week.
Okay, so Lou was there, so she can tell you kind of how this went as well.
This was awful.
I was hysterical and crying, and we had on the song. By the way, I didn't choose the song. My son chose it for me. It was Divine Intervention. Riptide, if you're not familiar, go listen to the lyrics. So he had it on repeat the entire flight to Puerto Rico, okay? Because if they shut off the music, I was hysterical once again. During this period of time, Lulu was sitting next to me. I started hearing my spirit guides. They started telling me his story. I got even more hysterical. Ironically, I turned to her and she knew it. Like, we are pretty connected, but she knew. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're hearing things." And I was like, "Yeah." So basically what had happened was, and this is 100% accurate, I promise. I was gonna file for a divorce. Well, I had tried actually several times, but I was going to file for a divorce when I went to Puerto Rico. I had absolutely no intentions of getting remarried. I thought marriage was like the worst possible thing anybody could ever do.
Scam, and it is.
So I, had no intentions of ever getting involved again. On that flight, I heard that I was going to get remarried again. And I was like, no, oh my God, please no. I like, no, there can't be any way. And they, told me there was lyrics to the song, and they pointed it out to me. Why I was hearing the song was because of these lyrics. They told me another sentence he would say once I met him that I would know it was him. It had to do with antiques. They told me, do you remember what else I was hearing by any chance? It was incredible, but it was a really long conversation. So I just sat there crying the entire time and kind of listening and like trying to explain it to her as it went. by the end of this
I
conversation,
wasn't really paying attention on that flight because I was also handing back and forth Leela
the
with
baby,
her
yeah,
father.
yeah. So at the end of this conversation, I did hear that he was going to cheat on me, that he would not be faithful to me. At the time, again, still sort of struck from all the information, but also the fact that there was a chance I'd get remarried again. I wasn't really thinking about that. I wasn't like I wasn't going, oh my gosh, like how can I avoid this situation? I was just like, okay, whatever. So anyway, I moved to Puerto Rico and I started thinking about this a lot, and then I started seeing and dreaming about this man. The man. So again, this is where I become like, I wasn't completely accurate. The man did not fit the description of my husband. Okay, so like fast forward a year and I do meet my second husband, and he does say all the things that they told me he was going to say, and like, and yes, he did cheat on me, like all those things fit 100%. But the description, like what he looked like in my head, did not fit the bill. Fast forward, my ex, you guys know, fit the bill, actually, ironically. So he looked in my dreams, in my visions, he actually looked like Eric, not like John. Who knew? So anyway, that was sort of like, so that's sort of like what I experience. I can hear things, I can see things, I dream things, and my dreams tend to be very, very accurate, unfortunately. I know. And I see my own death all the time. It's quite weird, but this is not like me. I'm not special. Anybody can do this. I am going to, when I start the OnlyFans, going to start hopefully teaching everybody how this works, and if you're interested in that, like, again, I'm not going to charge extra. Just get on with me, and I'll show you how it. Go back to the music thing, like I keep reiterating, for anybody that really wants some insight into their future, their life, and what's going on, even with other people. You can even wake up and be like, I wonder what's going on with Lulu. She hasn't talked to me in like a week. I'm going to.
Don't be using your psychic abilities about me. Y'all need some self-control. You're not going to get anything either. Her abilities don't work on me.
Actually, they do work, but I get really nauseous when I give her readings. I don't know why.
My energy's too much to handle.
Maybe. I do. I get really sick to my stomach. Which also happens, by the way, when I'm getting downloads. I get pretty nauseous. So, but I'd love to help develop those skills for people that are interested. It's everybody has these capabilities. It's not me in particular. I think trauma sort of drove it out of me. And I would love for other people to experience it. Like I said, if I'm not going to use you for an example, but let's say I wake up and I'm like, I'm really curious how John Doe is doing. Give me a song. You will. It's not a song you're going to hear like in the supermarket. It is it's a song. It's going to be downloaded to. You might not even like the song. It might be the name of a song. It might be.
Like for me, I only hear. Like, most of my, like, songs are Disney Channel songs.
That's true.
Like,
That's
Disney
true.
movies. And I've heard,
Elsa.
like, a lot of people have the same thing. Like, they only get download songs in, like, Disney movies songs.
Mm-hmm. And recently I've heard of a lot of country songs, or I've gotten the name of country singers, but I don't know which song it is, and I have to, like, go through all the songs trying to figure out which one it is. And I don't listen to country, guys. I don't. So, you'll know. You'll know because it's going to be a random song, but it really works. I can't stress this enough. It's a really good one to use. But I hope this helps. I'll probably try to get on for some more story times in between all these readings, because I got to go heal up first. But I hope this was good and you enjoyed it.